A natural 5-finger exercise, finger dexterity, so important for us because we can cheat and just use our stronger fingers, but we got to get all the digits, the fingers, working. All right, beginning number 1 is a warm-up. Here's my middle C, here's A. And then I'm starting down here, A here. This is our first space on A and bass clef, and this is the 2-ledger line in treble clef. But don't freak out about it because these notes do not move. It's all about the coordination with these guys. All right, here I go, number 1. I feel like giving a power tip already. I had a lesson yesterday with David. Hey David, and he was asking about, is it bad that my hands go up a little bit? They're not planted on the keys. No, it means that your body's working together. Your wrists are moving, your arms are moving, you're relaxed. If we are stiff and just pressing, we want to avoid that. All of these things are developed through time, through practicing and asking questions. By the way, I'm Jim. Welcome to Grassroots Piano, and I help learners, adult learners, older learners reach their piano potential as well as learning about music and the stepwise motion. So there it is. If you are interested, consider subscribing because I'm here to help. Number 2 is contrary motion, and I'm going to have my E up here and then the A here. So and then that repeats. By the way, if you want to help the channel, I have a 3-page PDF with fingers. Everything is organized, goes along with the play along that's later in this lesson. So if you want to check that out, you can. This is a lesson for a newer learner, but if you are a beginner, I would hold off onto this. You can get some of the basics down, but they do get pretty intense as far as the finger dexterity and the coordination. Number 3, one of my favorites, we got half notes in the left hand and we then have quarter notes in the left hand. Sounds like this. And then when I'm really practicing and playing, I'll repeat that a few times. I'll try different dynamics, work on speed and sound, all that stuff. Number 4, very similar, but now watch. Number 4, very similar to 3, but now watch what happens. And number 4, by the way, you might have a harder time if you are a right-hander. Here I go. So forth. I want to keep the lesson not too long, so I'm just giving a sneak peek on how to play them and all that stuff. We are going to number 5, which is a sequence, and we are going to be playing back and forth together. In the play along, I ended up going pretty fast. Quarter note equals 90 beats. You can slow it down and you can come back to it. If you can't play to that tempo, but you can play through this clearly and cleanly, that means you're doing really well. So don't always think the end result should be at this tempo. The end result should be when you're done practicing for that day, you've improved something, whatever it is, like you got better at 7 or what have you. 6 we're going to do is double contrary sequence. I made this one easier, but playing double notes on the piano can get tricky. So this is going to sound like this. 6 is going to sound like this. Ready to get more comfortable? And I'm not using pedal. All right, 7 can be a hard one because we're going to be utilizing our pinkies and our forefinger at times, so it will look like this. Half note there. 4 and 3. Think about the starting number. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. All right, the reason I was saying the numbers, that can help you. I'm thinking of the new fingering and each beginning of each measure. That helps you because you might be able to orientate the sequence. Now a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4 finger. 3rd finger. 2 finger. 1 finger. 2 finger. 3rd finger. My son's calling me. 4 finger. He knows if I don't respond, I'm recording. All right, number 8 is a rite of passage. So 8 is one hand at a time. You're just playing the notes together, which doesn't seem too hard, but you have different strength in the hands. This is how we're built, the muscles. So, hear that? If you're not going to use your arm, we're just pressing, you're going to get tense. So we're trying to relax. Go through this slowly. This is stuff you work on just a little bit. And then the left hand, you might want to play that a few times just to get that feel of the 1 and 4. Another thing some people do is they don't bring their hand in enough because our little 5 finger there is definitely smaller, shorter. Rest. Before we get to 9, I appreciate you listening and learning from me, and I'd also appreciate if you could hit the like button. It means a lot. I'm really trying to build this business, and without your help, it's a bit tricky to do. I know there's giant channels out there, but I'm still going to give it my best shot. Number 9, one of my favorites. I think I've said that a few times now. We have chords, and then it's broken. Now the right breaks. Left. I'll do it a little slower. I do find this worthwhile. It's not the prettiest because you're playing notes like this and then playing this dissonance thing, that half step. By the way, I talked about half steps in my major pentatonic scale. Check it out if you want. Hint, hint, hint. Not the prettiest sound, but music demonstrates so much about life, pain and suffering and joy and happiness and sadness and all that. All right, that was a little much, Jim. So number 10, it sounds like this. It goes 4 and 4 and slow down. Let's say I'm new at this. You can play it slow and then give your brain a chance to eat it, digest it. That one's going to be tricky. I can see a lot of tension happening there. At measure 54, we got slow it down. And we have, guess what we have there? You can go slow, like if you're really wondering how it works. All right. 4 and 4 and listen, some of this is not the most enjoyable, I get that, but with the lesson, I'm maximizing going slow. You can play through this just 30 seconds or so and just harp on one thing, just the 5th and 4th finger. Take your time with it. I hope you found this lesson helpful. If you did, let me know. One measure, and then we'll do exercise 1, go right into 2, 3, and. Last two. Here we go. 10. 1, 2, 3, and. I wish everyone well, and if you're new and you're still watching me, that's a good sign. That means you're ready to play piano and you're ready to focus. So if you are still watching it, put in the comments focus. that would be awesome. Until next time, please take care, and this video might motivate you to learn a bit, and also check out some of the comments that some of the viewers, subscribers have put in there. Until next time, take care, bye-bye.